Ever since Deontay Wilder shook up the boxing world by winning the arbitration case, Tyson Fury have been accusing Deontay Wilder for requesting 20 million pounds to step aside, which Tyson Fury stated, and I quote, "What a joke Bronze Bomber has become. Asked for 20 million to move over. Hashtag Joker. Looks like I have to crack his skull again." End of the quote. Now, for the people that don't know, Fury wasn't joking when he said he's going to have to crack Deontay Wilder's skull again, because Fury actually dented Deontay Wilder's skull in the rematch. In fact, doctors informed Deontay Wilder that the dent on his skull didn't come from a 10-ounce heavyweight gloves, due to the fact that it's not physically possible. The human knuckles will most likely break before denting someone's skull. Furthermore, Tyson Fury fooled Anthony Joshua to believing the fictional story he came up with on Deontay Wilder requesting step-aside money, in which Anthony Joshua responded to the news by stating, and I quote, "I'm thinking about starting a GoFundMe page to raise money for Wilder's step-aside payment, 20 million pounds, so I can smoke that fat guy with skinny legs from Manchester." Laughing emoji. These heavyweights need a podcast or something, because they do more talking than fighting. End of the quote. One thing I agree with what AJ had to say is that Tyson Fury have been doing a whole lot of talking and no action at all. Tyson Fury could have fought Deontay Wilder by now, making 50 million plus in the process, which will have made him available to fight Anthony Joshua today. But instead, Tyson Fury, he chose to run from Judgment Day, paying lawyers millions of dollars in order to fight the arbitration case in the court of law, instead of honoring his rematch clause that he was bonded to by law. Which is why Tyson Fury wasted all of the millions he was paying the lawyers, since he ended up losing the arbitration case. What Tyson Fury didn't realize is that he can run, but he can't hide from Judgment Day. It's destiny. And now Deontay Wilder have responded to all of the madness by Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and old media as far as the step-aside money. Deontay Wilder stated, and I quote, "Revenge is the sweetest joy next to getting mushy. Tupac. Bomb Squad, till this day, revenge is priceless." And even a couple weeks ago, Deontay Wilder stated and made it clear, "No more talking. No more talking. I want my ish back in blood." And Malik Scott, Deontay Wilder, new trainer, he stated, and I quote, "Wilder declined and had no interest in step-aside money. Y'all dealing with a whole different type of MF over here. He want the blood, not the step-aside money. Retribution is upon us." End of the quote. Now, what's mind-blowing to me is that people going to believe a thief, a cheater, a liar, who already lied on more than one occasion, Tyson Fury. In fact, the day Tyson Fury lost the arbitration case and was ordered to fight Deontay Wilder in a trilogy by September was the same day Tyson Fury posted and lied to his own fans by announcing the undisputed fight with Anthony Joshua as official. Once Fury figured that even if he runs for his life, he still sees Deontay Wilder at the end of the tunnel, he then came back to his senses, coming up with another lie that even a blind man could see through. Fury's new made-up lie is that Deontay Wilder requested step-aside money of $20 million and that he won't pay him even $100,000. He'd rather break his skull again. Which is funny because ESPN's Max Kellerman already informed the public that Tyson Fury was trying his best to pay Deontay Wilder step-aside money. After all, Tyson Fury said out of his own mouth, "I will never fight Deontay Wilder again." So he was trying to do everything in his power to escape Judgment Day. This is why Tyson Fury have been out of the ring for more than 18 months, when he could have fought Deontay Wilder 7 months ago. and made over 50 million plus, stayed active, honored his rematch clause that he was bonded to by law, which will have allowed him today to fight Anthony Joshua for undisputed. But the reason why Tyson Fury did the opposite and paid millions of dollars for lawyers to fight Deontay Wilder in the court of law is because Tyson Fury can't deal with the guilt of him cheating against Deontay Wilder, then go up against him on an even playing field. With that being stated, the fact that old media and Tyson Fury still clinging on to this step aside money BS, when we all know if Wilder was going to accept step aside money, he would have done it during mediation, not after he won arbitration. That's just common sense. Nevertheless, Judgment Day is upon us as Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury have both signed the contracts, making the trilogy official as we speak. At this point, the main thing Deontay Wilder has to worry about is to make sure this fight is on an even playing field, which means force Tyson Fury to USADA testing, aka Olympic-style drug testing, since the WBC drug testing program is not trustworthy, as they bend and curve the rules, such as increasing the computer limit when it comes to testing in order to allow their favorite fighters to be on steroids and be legally able to fight. Wilder has to know, as bad as old media, the WBC, the commission, so on and so forth, have been desperately defending Tyson Fury blonde in order to hold on to this win, while being aware that Tyson Fury cheated. That means there isn't anything they won't do to give Tyson Fury the edge. From the judges, the referee, the commission, the drug testing, etc., etc., etc. So Wilder has to take it to his own hands to make sure this fight is on an even playing field. With that being stated, drop your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe below, and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace, and I'm on to the next one.
The Bible tells us that silence is golden, but my ears can still hear and my eyes can still see. The Bible also tells us to be swift to hear and slow to speak. You see, what you don't understand, thief, what you did is what my people deal with all the time. Someone cheating them from providing their greatness into the world. But it's a burden that we cut off only to make us stronger. I saw in the first fight where Ricky Hatton was pulling down your gloves to put your fist in the improper position. Y'all tried the same method the second time, but this time you scratched flesh out of my ears, which caused my ears to bleed. It's impossible for a brand new 10-ounce glove to bend, to keep a smushed in form, or to have loose space. I highly believe you put something hard in your glove. Something the size and the shape of an egg weight. Here's the reason why the side of my face swelled up in an egg weight form. And it left a dent in my face as well. But in the midst of it all, you still couldn't keep this king down. You would have had to kill me. In the end, it took a crab in a bucket referee and a disloyal trainer to throw the towel in just to stop me. Proverbs, the 6th chapter, 30, 31st says, excuses may be found from a thief who steals because he is starving. But if he is caught, he will have to pay back 7 times what he stole, even if he had to sell everything in his house. And payback is coming.
You need to be concerned because of where you're going in your career. Your manager should know about stuff like this and you really got to get I'm sorry to be a dick, but you got to get your manager on board with the entire thing. Because the entire camp, what kind of gloves he wears, like this is your manager's job to protect you. Like I'm supposed to protect you too, but what am I going to say to them? Hey guys, Tyson shouldn't have those gloves, it's unsafe. Barry, get the fuck out of camp.
Me too. I'll go home.
Yeah, but this.
I want mine for 2 weeks. I've done enough. Do you know
Bro,
what I mean?
not only these gloves beat up, you could like I can tell. No, stop. I can tell
They pushed
that
it to
they've
the
been
front.
beating these gloves up on a wall or something. Look, you can see that from here.
I can't believe that. But I personally,
I'm shocked. This does shock me. Like it doesn't shock me.
Bro, I can't do
It
it.
shocks me.
No, but I don't think those
No,
are
don't. Here, you make.
This is Tyson's shit, and these are his sparring gloves that we've been sparring with. As you can see, there's no fucking padding in here, and all the padding's in the back of his fucking glove. Look at that shit. I could touch my other side of my finger with this shit, and there's shit falling out from the middle of the glove. Does he know who the fuck I am? He must not know, does he? Does he? What? Oh, he does not know. Look at this shit, man. And then, hold on, these are the sparring gloves they told me they got from me. These thick ass, look at, hold on, let's see, watch the squeeze. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. Watch this shit.